Check 1 2. It is Saturday, December 9th. You probably won't see this until Sunday, but I'm going to go over what happened last week and what I'm watching to come. We have rollover coming soon. Doesn't show right now, but the volume for the December contract is still leading by above 50%, so I don't roll over until it crosses 50%, so I will keep an eye on that this week. Yeah, let's just get right into it. So here's the dates here that just go over the TPO chart. We've been sitting above this gap on NQ for a long time, since above November. This is from CPI when we jumped up and overnight. Let's see how many days this is. So white's RTH, so over 3-day balance right here. Friday we finally came up. Kind of had this bid zone here, offer zone. Each of these are a balance, so balance of this, doubled, tripled, broken a balance times 2, failed, filled some of the gap, bottom ticked, and that once this happened and we got here, I knew we were most likely to go back here, which we did, and we broke through it. There's some single prints from here, an excess. Would be looking to see that taken out. Where was it? As this lower excess was taken out right here. To the downside, I'm obviously watching the gap. I got the alert that we were here on this day, and I shorted from here to here. I usually don't take breakouts, but I love gap fills so much, and everything was lining up from the low time frame to the high time frame. So some levels I'm watching, the excess, that and that. Weekly chart, we had a nice cup and handle the past few weeks. Last week's weekly candle did a perfect dip to right here. Wick down, red candle. By Tuesday, Wednesday, ripped right back up. It's looking like she wants to push again. We will see. Definitely watching this pivot still. MA's crossing up. Everything's going up nice on the weekly. The daily, MA's kind of look like they're stalling. 50's still curling up. Had a nice breakout. We actually had a fake breakout on Monday. That's when I shorted right here. And a nice little run on liquidity to run it higher. Oops. So that's the daily. This is the ATR. Almost cut in half for ES and SPY. We were at the 18-day average daily range was at 295 in beginning of November, and now we are at 200. So the ES was cut in half too. So this is the volume from the balance we've been in. From here. If I were to read the stats, we have almost 10,000 positive delta, 25 days, 2.5%, 425 points. So yeah, just trading through here till we can get down here and go higher. So that would be like this, like this. Oops. Where's this coming from? There we go. Yep, and that's about that. So what I'll be watching for the NQ is I'll expect sellers up here in this zone to clean up this excess, and then I'd love to see us get in this balance times 3 for the first time to the upside, and then to the downside fill these gap singles. We have a naked POC, some more singles, and get back to this balance from these two distribution areas. So, and on the weekly, this new candle continue to push higher. Oops, push higher. If not, reject lower. Would like to see this new candle, maybe a little wick down and then push up. Not saying all-time highs is coming, it's just these are theoretical. Get back up in here, test this, and then either go or lower high and pull back to the minimum. So yeah, as far as number wise, above 150 I'm watching for sellers, and below 1600 I'm watching for buyers. And we have that gap at 720. So let's pull up ES real quick for the ES peoples. And while I do that, I will get data. So alright, and we have the ES TPO balancing. Here's Thursday, overnight, and then Friday. So actually, there's still a little bit of these overnight singles left, huh? Keep that there. Merge that. Merge that. So, gap below. Bid, offer, offer, which turned into a bid. So we're towards the top of the range on ES. So this is do or die, line in the sand. We kind of top ticked above, so which is this previous range. So we have to stay closed above 600 right here. We have to, and buyers have to defend right here. So buyers gotta hold 600. And if not, they better hold 540. Weekly, this is key right here. This weekly candle was a red one that started with the wick and went down to here. So it did not look good for the majority of the week. But us closing up here is key. I like that a lot. So that's good to see. Definitely good to see. Daily, I like to see that we closed above this line and these candles. That's great. Here's the daily 18-day range for you from 66 to 26. Or I'm sorry, 66 to 40, but we put in 26 on Friday. That's just nasty. 4 hour had this trend line here, and finally cracked it. Speaking of which, there was another. Oops, I didn't change the color on this. But yeah, that's about it. So we gotta hold 600, and if not, better hold 540, 550. If not, gaps below. So, oh yeah, and then one other thing was on the NQ that I didn't show you guys was this 4 hour trend line that we finally broke out, retested, and held, and are now going. So yeah, and then as far as data, here's the data for next week. High impact, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So high impact every day next week. 10-year auction at 1. Monday, Tuesday, core CPI, bond auction, crude oil, and FOMC on Wednesday. Thursday, retail sales, and yep, jobless claims, and then Friday's PMI. So, action-packed week next week. I hope everyone enjoyed the video, had a great weekend, and is ready for next week. Thank you so much.